Yes, hi guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? And we mean it when we say, how are you? Are you okay? Are you fatigued? Are you frustrated? Are you annoyed? Are you angry about something? You should be able to understand how you feel in order to be able to change it. You can't just say positive vibes and just covering who you are and what you feel right now. But we love you all the same.
Yes, it's a good morning.
Yeah.
We're so happy to be here. We're so happy to have a chat with you. Yep.
Yes. Now, of recent we've been talking about shaky foundations, and this is very, very, very important for relationships and then for marriages to have a solid foundation on which you stand. Because no one gets into a relationship thinking it's just going to end tomorrow. We all get into relationships and marriages thinking and expecting and hoping and praying that they last forever. But again, it goes against your interest for you to build a wrong foundation.
Exactly. And I don't think there's anyone who would want to build on a wrong foundation.
Yeah.
There's no one who would want to build on a weak foundation.
You just find yourself doing that.
Yes, you can't wake up, plan to build a house and build the wrong foundation for the house.
Yeah, use limited cement.
Yeah, build a weak foundation for your house.
Yeah.
You know, you'd want to give it your best. You'd really want to build a good
to be
foundation.
very timeless.
Anyway, it's the foundation that sets the pace.
Yeah.
It sets the pace. Now, when it comes to relationships, it is really, really key, and we usually miss it.
Yeah.
You know, we miss the things we need to know while building a foundation for a relationship.
And quickly, I'm just thinking to myself, why do people build a wrong foundations? And I think it's just like the houses. When we talk about how building houses or buildings and a relationship, I think they have a little bit of a similarity, because some people just don't have the knowledge.
Exactly.
They don't have the knowledge of what to do when they're starting up a relationship.
Exactly.
And they never consult.
As I said, you don't want to wake up and plan wrongly. You wouldn't want to wake up to do the wrong thing, but you either lack the knowledge.
Yeah, or you're misguided.
Exactly, or you're misguided.
Yes, by influence, your friends and such people. Or you hire the wrong people. Have you ever seen construction? Yeah, to do the job for you.
Yeah, so you've seen most of these buildings collapsing in Kampala.
Yeah,
it's because maybe he was not the right man to do the job. So.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And then hiring the wrong people, I'm thinking even getting involved with the wrong people. True. I mean, that is recipe for disaster. Yeah. That is a bad foundation totally, because you cannot get a rotten egg and a good egg and you put them on the same frying pan and you think you're going to eat that egg.
Yeah, almost impossible.
So if you have a wrong person right from the beginning, then I mean, just know that this pillar is broken. So we want to look at the signs that if you're already in that relationship or that marriage and it has a shaky foundation. What are the signs? Because some of you are asking, oh, I'm already here, but I don't know whether my foundation is actually a strong one. True. And one of them, to be able to see that your foundation is shaky, is you being able to vent out at every chance there's something, a problem, an issue in your marriage or your relationship, you're running out to talk to other people other than your partner.
Actually, you assume you're seeking help, but you're seeking help from the wrong people. You know, I expect you in a relationship to make your partner your number one, to make your partner to make your partner your best friend. Yes. You know, someone you can run to and talk to and discuss issues. But when you skip your partner and you can comfortably discuss this with everyone else, discuss your issues about your marriage with everyone else other than your partner, as a must, there is a problem. And the problem is with the foundation. There is no friendship, there is no trust, there is no confidence. And that is really key for any successful relationship.
Yes. So guys, if you're running out so quickly and you sound concerned, but again you cannot do anything about it, just know there's a problem somewhere. And then there's love coming with conditions. As in, you have to do this in order for me to do this. In order for me to love you, you have to be to be a certain way, to do certain things. You just know that foundation was very wrong. If you can't give me money, I think you usually give an example. If you're not giving me a house, I'm not giving you a child. I'm not give. If you can't give me a car, I can't give you a child, or I can't get married to you.
You somehow condition. You put conditions to everything.
Yeah,
it means you don't really love this person. If you love this person, conditions will never take the lead in setting pace for your future. But the moment you use statements like the one you used, you know, pay chapa, you have to give me that land title for me to give you a child, you just know, I mean, there's a problem
somewhere.
There's a problem. The day that comes when you can't, then it would mean
they have to walk away.
Yeah, it has to be the end of the relationship. Or even if it's a marriage, it will be the end of the marriage. So be careful.
You know, I can't get married to a man that doesn't have a car.
Yeah, some of these signs really never hide. You know,
right from the beginning.
During the relationship, you'll be able to tell. But we just choose to
blind our eyes.
Yes, to blind our eyes, and
this love will grow.
Yes, and hope. Against hope that they will change, but they never change. You know, when someone tells you that we can't go on a date unless you have a car, it looks small.
I know
it does look small, but then it also says a lot.
My friends will see me.
It also says a lot. It's not right. It's wrong. I would rather think about it as a man. Okay, improvise,
surprise,
and exactly. But when it is a condition, there is a problem. And much as you look at it as a small thing, wait until she will tell you that, you know, I can't because of, you know, I can't give you a child because what if the child falls sick in a house and you don't have a car? I will be able to take them to the hospital. You know, they'll give you all excuses for to
be able to love you, which is not right.
It's wrong.
Yes. And I think one last thing that we will talk about is you being on eggshells, or walking on eggshells, and not being able to express yourself. Now, expressing yourself in terms of, I've had so many women who are like, you know what, I don't know when I last got even some money to take care of myself. I know I'm not a priority to him. But again, I'm like, why don't you talk to your husband or your boyfriend, or whichever it is, but mostly husbands, and tell him that I have a certain mini budget of mine that I use per month, be it on my hair, be it on my dressing, be it on my cosmetics, on what, a reasonable budget. And you tell him that this is what I use, and let him tell you what he can afford to actually finance on that budget, especially if you're not working. Even when you are working and you're putting that money together, and this woman will be like, no, he'll think I'm extravagant, he'll think I'm all these things, and meanwhile she is dying inside. She's admiring certain things, but she cannot bring herself to actually say it.
The foundation was not friendship.
Yeah, it wasn't.
So there's no openness, there's no trust, and
you fear to lose this person so much.
Yes.
What if he says I'm extravagant? It's not being extravagant, it's being yourself. And then it doesn't mean that he's going to give you exactly what you ask for, but he will tell you that, you know what, no, we can't do that. Let's have that budget, or let's quarter that budget, because we have these priorities, Hilda, and these things.
It feels so good to be free. You know, when I talk about freedom in a relationship, it's like trust. It's like I was once vulnerable, but I can be vulnerable again.
Yes,
I can,
without fear.
I can walk to my man. I can walk to my woman and tell her I need this,
or tell her I don't have money today,
or I'm not comfortable about this, or something like that. But when you have to think and
hide certain things,
you know, when you have to cross-examine every word that you say, you know, when you have to
double check
think for him or think for her,
and think for you,
and think for yourself,
and end up keeping quiet.
Yeah,
after you've drawn conclusions yourself.
It's frustrating,
Yeah.
really, really frustrating, and that's not your place.
You're like,
It
now
just
I'm going
shows.
to see my
It just shows
parents.
once beneath there's something that is not right. There's something that's
It's
wrong.
a shaky foundation.
It's supposed to be this way. That when I want something, I can walk freely to the
And I
person
can
that
say
I
it.
love, and I tell them. When you tell them or when you make a request, it's not a guarantee
That you're
they
going to
will,
get it
that they will give you
100%.
what you've asked for.
Yeah.
But there are chances that they will tell you, I can afford this, but I can't afford
It will be a
that.
dialogue.
So when that element is lacking in
Yeah.
a relationship or in a marriage,
Then you're going to hit a dead end.
the foundation is shaky.
It's very shaky.
It's a problem.
That's very true.
I like it. I like it when my son or my daughter or my wife, okay, let me use an example of a child. When they walk to me and they tell me, Daddy, we need this.
I don't have this.
I don't have this.
I need a deodorant.
But I feel so bad when they can't come to me. They have to go through someone else.
They have,
to come
or
to
they
me.
have to think so much, and they're
It's
like,
just
"But
like
Daddy's not going to give me this."
they don't feel I have that place in my heart for them. You know, like they feel like I don't think Daddy, you know,
cares enough.
And it will disturb me. It will perturb me. It's painful to think that my own child thinks less of me as a
Or
dad.
even just a husband. You're in your home and you even fear to ask for kachai.
Yeah.
There are men who are like that.
Yes.
They even fear to
Yes.
say, okay, they were married, but you're like, I am hungry. They fear to mention that.
Yeah.
They have to wait until full time.
Yeah. or even when you're sexually starved.
Yes, and you can't start it.
And at times your wife has genuine reasons for doing what she's doing. Probably she's not well medically.
Yeah.
I mean, she's going through a phase, and probably she needs the time.
But you cannot
But
say
she has
it.
not mentioned it to you, and you're also scared to ask. So you keep sneaking into the bed, but you can't talk about it.
Or some women even fear to say that they have problems, by the way.
Yes,
and
because
they end
they
up
know they
having
will be
sex
judged.
because they know
They will be
when
judged.
Mugamba that I'm going through these cafes, maybe he will get someone out. If Bobango Likubunkenke, that any time my husband is running out, he's going to get another woman, he's going to get another girl, then there's a problem with that foundation. The thing should be that you're like, you know what, if he goes out there, then if he doesn't fear losing me, I don't fear losing him. As in, you should be able to trust in the fact that this foundation is strong enough to hold the two of you and for the long haul. Okay, so guys, we'll not go past that. There's so many signs, and we'll keep hinting and bringing them up, but we want you to be able to rectify. So the webinar is on the 29th, and it's just 10,000. You pay it to 0757 117 117. I already have a huge number of people that have already signed up for it. So just 10,000 to 0757 117 117. You send your name and your email address, and our team will be able to send you the link to use in order to access the webinar. It's going to be on the 29th, and we are going to be with Tim, and we are going to be talking about when to walk away. And sometimes, like we usually say, that the best reconciliation comes most of the times or sometimes when you decide to walk away. So you want to rectify your marriage, your relationship, you want to feel better, you want to learn to let go, or you want to know when to let go, just sign up and it's going to be a very good moment. Okay, from us to you is bye-bye.